After the division of the Frankish kingdom, what region did Middle Francia become? Lotharingia. How did people's leisure time change after the Industrial Revolution? It gradually became more important. Among the ideas of John Locke that influenced the American Revolution, what is the doctrine asserting that governmental power comes from the people called? The doctrine of popular sovereignty. Which office in ancient Rome was created to protect the rights of the plebeians? Tribune of the plebs. After the division of the Frankish kingdom, what is the present-day country that originated from the East Frankish kingdom? Germany. What style of warfare in World War I caused soldiers great suffering and led to prolonged stalemates at the front? Trench warfare. Approximately how many soldiers made up Persia's Immortals unit? 10,000. What was the name of the secret police organization in Nazi Germany? Gestapo. What was the religion of the bodyguards who assassinated Indian Prime Minister Indira Gandhi in 1984? Sikh. Who was the last leader of the Soviet Union who pursued policies of reform and openness? Mikhail Gorbachev. What was the main language used to record administrative documents in the Persian Empire? Elamite. In what way did the methods of conquest used by Cyrus II differ from those of other conquerors of his time? He respected the cultures of conquered lands and granted them autonomy. Which region was one of the places that Herodotus personally visited during his travels? Egypt. What was the peace treaty concluded between the victorious powers and Germany after World War I? The Treaty of Versailles. What were the main tribal groups of Rome during the Roman Kingdom period? Latins, Sabines, and Etruscans. Which goddess of love and beauty was said to have been born from the foam of the sea? Aphrodite. Who was the first astronaut to land on the Moon with Apollo 11 in 1969? Neil Armstrong. What was the name of the Balkan conflict of the 1990s that ended with the Dayton Agreement in 1995? The Bosnian War. On what kind of relationship was the feudal system based? The relationship between lord and vassal. Among the main structures of Persepolis, where did the Persian king receive foreign envoys? The Apadana Palace. During the Age of Discovery, what was the first major achievement of Magellan's fleet? Circumnavigation of the world. In ancient Athens, what was the system responsible for managing and operating the finances of the state? Public Finance Administration. Which American general commanded the Incheon landing operation during the Korean War? MacArthur. What was the name of the first president of Ghana, the first independent country in Africa? Kwame Nkrumah. What was the main type of warship used by the Carthaginian navy in battle? The Quinquereme, a five-tiered war galley. How did Alexander the Great integrate diverse cultures? Through a policy of cultural mixing, creating Hellenistic culture. In which battle did Hannibal win a major victory by launching a surprise attack on the Roman army? The Battle of Trasimene. Who was the first king when the Hebrews established a united monarchy? King Saul. What was the title given to the supreme ruler of ancient Egypt? Pharaoh. What was the large-scale civil war between Catholics and Protestants in France called? The Huguenot Wars. What was the center of learning founded by Aristotle? Lyceum. Which ancient Greek scientist discovered the principle of buoyancy? Archimedes. What title was used for the king in ancient Egypt? Pharaoh. In which battle did the Roman army finally defeat Hannibal? The Battle of Zama. What term is used for the 2016 referendum on the United Kingdom's withdrawal from the EU? Brexit. What was the important road within the empire that Darius I built? The Royal Road. What was the name of the wars that the Roman Republic fought against Carthage? The Punic Wars. What was the most central branch of the Persian Empire's army? The Immortals. What was the assassination that directly triggered World War I? The assassination in Sarajevo. Who was the southern peasant leader in the Mexican Revolution who cried, "Land and liberty"? Emiliano Zapata. Thank you for watching until the end. We'd love to hear your feedback and historical insights in the comments. Your support helps us create even more history quizzes. Let's keep exploring together.